while you're waiting, make sure to follow these amazing runners. They work all of the runners in this tournament work really, really hard to put on amazing shows in this tournament. And it looks like they are off. Let's see what kind of sync they get there. We get here. Poppy has a much nicer Series 1. Good luck to the runners, yes. So it'll be so what series times do people expect to see? We are going to guess a high 44 for Poppy and a low 44 for Gameaholic. It looks like neither of them are going for the meme prize of Damageless Ridley. Gameaholic having a little bit of trouble damaging himself down. Takes an extra couple hits. So Poppy with a sizable lead already. And it looks like Gameaholic has said that this is their third 100%, so good luck to Gameaholic. Good luck to both of them. This is going to be a great race. We missed what time Poppy got. We totally missed that. Gameaholic with a 39.42. No, this is Captain. This is Gameaholic's third hundo match in this tournament. 3 out of 4 so far in this tournament. 44.87. Wow, that is a great series time by Poppy. So it looks like Poppy. We wonder if Gameaholic uses Moonfall. We know that Poppy uses Moonfall. Poppy's movement is excellent as always. Oh no, she jumped too late there. She bonked. She bonked. Meanwhile, we have Gameaholic not doing Moonfall. Gameaholic using the count to 6 strat. This room demonstrates that counting to 6 can be quite difficult at times. So we think that out of all the categories in the tournament, this is a category which gives Gameaholic one of the better chances of winning against Poppy. Because it's always possible he can easily miss something. Just in time. Good luck to the runners, yes. And make sure you follow these amazing runners. And Poppy heading into the reverse pit room. She's doing the gap skip strat as she usually does. Poppy with a very, very, very clean ledge grab climb. Very, very, very nice climb. Wow, that was a 4:27 climb. That's a really good climb time. So it'll be interesting to see. We would expect both of them to run the early Croc route. We know that Poppy definitely runs the early Croc route. She does not like the Ice Clip at all. And we would be very surprised if Gameaholic decides to go for the Ice Clip. Usually that's not usually that's a very advanced strat. Gameaholic going to the left side climb. That is not a bad idea. The left side climb is very, very beginner friendly, and it is and if you're just looking to complete a run, that's a completely legit strat to go for. Poppy with a very, very clean BT fight, using the safe strat, spot strat that she usually does. Let's see if Gameaholic gets a great BT as well. Looks like Gameaholic is going to make it into BT at full health. That is always very helpful. Gameaholic with a 549 bombs time. Poppy with her backup mockball strat there. That should get her under both of the waivers. No, it does not. So one of the interesting things is that in Hundo, early game health is actually more important than it is in any percent, because you need to take additional damage in the early supers room. Gameaholic finishing BT at full health. That guarantees that you will get all the missiles that you need. Poppy about to enter her early mock ball. Let's see how she does in the door transition into the early supers room. Poppy with a mediocre door transition into the early supers room, but the next trick is she gonna get the blind deboost? Right, she does not go for the blind deboost, she goes for a backup strat. And she has a reverse deboost. Looks like Gameaholic is not going for Alcatraz. That's a completely legit thing. Alcatraz only saves about 8 seconds, and there's absolutely no reason why you need to learn Alcatraz when you're first learning the game. Oh, Gameaholic does not leave Terminator with full missiles. Gameaholic is going to need to kill the pirates and hope for missile drops. Ooh. Gets more. Looks like Gameaholic has all the missiles that he needs at this point. Very, very nice missile drops. Looks like Poppy missed the return mock ball. That is not an easy one to get at all. That is definitely a very advanced trick. And something that you can easily go for, but can also easily miss. We would expect neither of these players to go for Moondance, but it would be utterly amazing if Poppy decided to just casually bust out Moondance right now. Poppy with her usual not farming the Rio. 100 item fanfares. 100 item fanfares RTA. Looks like Gameaholic misses the mock ball. On the bright side, the Gameaholic does have those missiles, which means that they will not need to get those in the return trip. And gets the mock ball second try. Ooh, and because they got the missiles there, they even save a little bit of time on the return trip because they don't need to go back. They don't need to grab the supers and come back. That's a really cute backup time save. Poppy with a beautiful green hill zone. Let's see if Poppy's health actually needs to be a little bit concerned about her health. We think she's passed all the major points, but low health is definitely something that is always concerning in a race. Poppy jumps at the last second again, missing the door transition again. Gets the beautiful D-boost. Let's see if she remembers Phaser. And she does. So while you're listening to all these amazing fanfares, be sure to follow these amazing runners. It'll be interesting to see if Gameaholic gets those, gets the missiles next to the charge missiles before or after. It's a little bit faster to get them later, because if you get them later, then you can grab them while you're waiting for a power bomb to explode. Looks like Gameaholic is going to get them later. Meanwhile, Poppy is heading over to Kraid. Unfortunately, because it's Hundo, you cannot do the Kraid quick entry. Which interestingly means that you can save a little bit of time by not farming a super in one of the locations. Ten or so more minutes of fanfares? We hope all of you really, really love those fanfares, because you're in for a lot of them. Poppy's health being perfectly fine here. Especially with not going for the D-boost. Poppy going for the Dance of Death with Kraid. Let's see if Poppy decides to take Kraid to prom today. Meanwhile, Gameaholic wandering down the red tower. Gameaholic about to pick up their Spazer. Gameaholic going for the very, very safe bat room. And Poppy deciding that she does not want to take Kraid to prom today. Unfortunately, Poppy not getting any super drops there. So Finger, the reason why there's such a difference is just because of the skill level in general. Just by the hundo times, Poppy has a 20-minute faster hundo time, and these are both players who are 0 and 3 in the tournament so far. The reason Poppy had incredibly difficult opponents. And so here's your chance to win a match. Pretty new, yes, but also putting on a great show. This game is never easy. And anybody who decides to run it is always awesome. And they're just barely dodging the high five there. Oh, Gameaholic. Oh no, Gameaholic is in health bomb range. So once your HP drops below 30, you'll continue to be health bombed until your HP drops back above 50. And let's see if Gameaholic knows how to deal with this. It does not look like he knows how to deal with this. Unfortunately, at least what we would have done if we were in that position is we would have killed the first 3 pirates and collected their drops to bring health above 50. But Gameaholic did not, and now has to go back and kill Mini Kraid a second time. So Super Nintailor is the other person who is very new and entered the tournament. And it's just both amazing that they're entering this tournament, putting on shows like this. So Gameaholic about to try their Kraid quick entry, or Kraid quick kill. Gameaholic getting very lucky that all those bombs exploded before the lag started. Meanwhile, Poppy's gonna head over to Cathedral. Let's see if she manages to remember Cathedral missiles. Gameaholic with an amazing Kraid quick kill. Dab is the reason why we entered. Dab is utterly amazing. So Dab doesn't actually require all Dab actually doesn't require all that many tricks. Poppy is remembering her Cathedral missiles. Dab is actually a category where you can definitely go slower and just have way fewer tricks that you have to do. Poppy with a beautiful rising tide. Gameaholic, so what just happened in the party zone is Gameaholic did not jump into this room, which put the key hunters in a worse position. So Gameaholic had to actually go and kill them. Gameaholic successfully kills all the frogs, picks up the E-Tank. Poppy misses. Poppy did not get the speed missiles on the way in. Those are definitely not as easy. Those are definitely not as easy to get on the way out. And let's see if she actually remembers them. She does remember them. Let's hope that she doesn't get killed by the lava on the way out. Okay, the lava does not start rising until you get further. That's good. We did not know that. Gameaholic successfully kills that little Nova. That is not one of the harder things. Poppy gets the gap skip. Let's see how Poppy's double chamber is. It's always easy to hoggo in the double chamber. We believe that the next tournament after this is going to be in like 3 to 6 months, and is going to be a dab tournament, which is going to be utterly amazing. Poppy missing the exit, but still doing fine. One of the beautiful things about Hundo is that you can just spam missiles all day long. Gameaholic successfully remembering the cathedral missiles. Poppy going for early croc route. Unconfirmed. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So the dab dab is one possibility for the tournament in the second half of this year. It's obviously a personal preference, but we don't actually know what the tournament is going to be yet. Poppy having no problem whatsoever with the croc, very easy with the charge beam. So you're going to see Poppy shoot the shot diagonal up and right, standing against the ledge right there. And what that shot is doing is hitting a door in the parallel universe, opening the door to the far left to allow Poppy to shine spark to the Croc's power bombs. And Poppy's standing there for a little bit as a lag reduction strat. Meanwhile, Gameaholic is about to pick up their speed booster. That makes perfect sense not to discuss it until this one is over. Running tournaments is a huge amount of work, so huge shout out to Farrell, Dolphazar, and everybody else, and all the rest of the organizers for making this amazing tournament happen. Shout out to the restreamers, shout out to Diesel, shout out to Speed Gaming. Thank you to everybody who helps make this happen. It's a lot of work from a lot of people, and it would not happen without everybody working together on this. So Poppy heading down to get her grapple beam. Let's see how she does for the Indiana Jones missiles. We believe that she's just going to Shine Spark for it. But she can also go for the jump. The jump is much harder. The jump is much harder because you can do that and miss it. Indiana Jones is the fastest way by far. The boss order rando tourney? Boss order rando tourney would be really, really awesome. One of the things, a boss order tournament would also make the tournament smaller because not as many people are capable of Ridley first. Poppy missing the beautiful, beautiful Mach out. Deciding to cuddle the acid for a while. Let's see if Gameaholic also goes down. We would expect them to. Yep, and it looks like Gameaholic is going to go down for a croc, for early croc. Definitely something that we would recommend for anybody who is still learning the game. The ice clip is not an easy trick, and if you miss it twice, you've already lost time over early grapple. And another reason why late grapple is harder is because early grapple gives you an extra E-tank, which helps a lot. Gameaholic using supers here. So regular missiles push Croc back 1 square, supers 3 squares, and charge shots 2 squares, regardless of the beam. The exception for that is Plasma, which can one-shot Croc, and that is because Croc does not have iframes, and so Plasma will hit Croc repeatedly. With Charge Beam, Croc is no problem for any of these runners, any of the runners in this tournament. And let's see if Gameaholic does use the parallel universe shot. With this parallel universe shot, we'll have one more opportunity for pair puns here. So get your pair puns ready for that. Poppy getting the gate. Poppy getting that gate early, shot early. So one of the things that we recently figured out is that the missile and the Croc escape is why in the world record route, Croc is killed after Lower Norfair. In the 2004 world record route, the Red Scarlet route, Croc is actually killed before Lower Norfair, which requires her to pick up those missiles earlier, which requires additional backtracking. So here we see Gameaholic farming at a full. It looks like Poppy is not going for the Alpha Spark. Let's see how Poppy's beautiful Red Tower works. Red Tower is one of the most beautiful rooms in the game when it works well. And one of the most awful rooms in the game when it does not work well. Looks like she has a good setup. And she gets it. We're actually really surprised at that work. That did not look like it was going to work. Normally if you do the too fast wall jump strat, it does not work with Spazer. Because in order to get the Red Tower with Spazer, you have to get the beam shot past the 4th Ripper before it spawns. Because beam shot will continue on past the screen a little bit. And Gameaholic missing Indiana Jones. That's unfortunate. So you have to actually get the beam shot. You have to get the beam past the 4th. You have to get the beam past the 4th Ripper before it spawns with Spazer. With Wave only you don't have to, but with Spazer you do. Just because Spazer cannot dance around it. Gameaholic about to go into the Crocodile Tide missiles. Let's see if Gameaholic remember. Let's see how Gameaholic's D-boosts are. Oh, just going for the spark. Unfortunately, Goops it. No D-boost at all here. Poppy remembering to get the beta power bombs this time. In her last Hunter race, she forgot those and had to go back for them, which is very unfortunate. But this time, she does not have to. Gameaholic gets the spark out of Croc Lava Tide. So let's see if Poppy remembers that she has Grapple and goes across the moat with Grapple, or if she muscle memories straight into any percent and tries to go for the moat spark. Poppy does not go for Ocean Fly, so that is not really on the table. It looks like she does remember that she has Grapple. Unfortunately, missing the first grapple shot. We would expect an Ocean Spark for the second half here. So now it's going to be interesting to see whether Poppy turns off Phaser before Phantoon or not. She's definitely most comfortable with X Factors, and that's exactly what she's doing. We don't know if she knows how well she knows the wraparound shot with only wave. So that will be interesting to see. Poppy remembering these missiles. These are one of the missiles you can definitely miss, which cost a bunch of time. Looks like Gameaholic is going straight for Kraid missiles right after there. We believe that this is a little bit slower than just because you don't have Space Jump yet. And we think that Space Jump saves a little bit of time here. But a completely reasonable time to get it now. It's maybe like half a second slower at most. Oh, you also don't have Spring Balls that cost a little bit of time. So maybe it's a couple seconds faster. So, Chaos, the reason why they unequip Morph Ball is that Poppy can do an X Factor. You're gonna watch him Phantoon, that Poppy's gonna shoot Phantoon with 2 missiles, then pause, shoot 2 missiles, and she's gonna make 4 purple particles come together in an X. And that is an X Factor. It is a special beam attack. You do that by having Power Bomb selected, and you have Charge Beam, and exactly one other beam equipped. Oh no! Oh no! Poppy rages. That's gonna cost her 20 seconds. So you do that by having exactly one Charge Beam, one other beam, Power Bomb selected, and then you hold a charge shot for 120 frames, and then you do a special beam attack. And in the case of the X Factor, you get 4 particles, which do 300 damage each, which is it's a very large amount of damage. Oh no! Poppy misses the eye open. Poppy didn't compliment Phantoon's eyes enough. Compliment Phantoon's eye enough. So, Gameaholic did not go for Ice Beam before the Red Tower, which means that Gameaholic is going to do is going to go for the Red Tower right here. So let's wish Gameaholic luck for the Red Tower. So Gameaholic is using super missiles right now, and we don't like that. We would much rather them lay a power bomb to kill everything, kill all the Rippers. That's much more efficient. The power bombs are way less valuable than the supers, and you can kill all the Rippers but one with that all in one go. And Gameaholic successfully gets up the Red Tower. So Poppy does not know the wave only wraparound shot. So Poppy just spent. So Poppy spends an extra 6 seconds pausing So there's an extra 6 seconds pausing so she can re-equip Wave, only to Spacer, only to unequip Spacer later. And here, we're gonna see, very soon we're gonna see Poppy traversing through the spiky room of death. And it's going to be very interesting to see whether she saves first. If she's listening to the commentary or watching the stream, she would know that she's way ahead. So a safety save would be a completely reasonable thing to do, because the goal here is not to finish the game as fast as possible. The goal here is to finish the game faster than your opponent, and it looks like she is going for a safety save. We completely agree with this decision given how far ahead she is. Velocity, they are doing the exact same route. Poppy is, Gameaholic is a relatively new runner, which is why Poppy is way ahead. Versus Poppy has been running for like well over 6 months, and has a lot of experience just with the entire game. Poppy having no problems at all with the spiky room of death. Poppy with a swag deboost, unfortunately does not help her get up. Let's see if Poppy manages to get across this room on first try. This is also a room which can be really trolly. Poppy gets it successfully and grapples straight into the E-tank, exactly the way she wants to do it. So while we're waiting for this, make sure you give these excellent runners a follow. They're both playing their hearts out here. Poppy with a beautiful reverse traversal. Not flawless, but yeah, good still. Gameaholic going for the Moat Spark and picks up the missiles on the way there. Very nice. And Poppy is selecting power bombs to set up for an Attic Spark. Poppy has a habit of going for a triple Attic Spark, and we'll see if that's what she decides to go for here. How so? Is it a garbled mess? Is you're in? Is it us? Are we talking too quickly? Or is it technical issues? It looks like Poppy went for the second of the 3 Attic Sparks that she goes for. Meanwhile, Gameaholic making their way down to Phantoon. So, oh, Gameaholic does not have any supers. It'll be very so Gameaholic has not unequipped Spacer, so it's possible that Gameaholic is going to be going for oh, no, we are going to see X Factors. We are going to see X Factors. So let's see how well Gameaholic knows Phantoon. It does not look like Gameaholic knows places that Phantoon's eye can open, which is going to be a significant disadvantage here. Gameaholic hits with one of the X Factor particles. That looked like that was 3 missiles plus an X Factor particle for 600 damage. Phantoon has 1900 HP left now. Meanwhile, we get to see if Poppy manages a Bowling Spark here. Bowling Spark is one of the prettier ones. So that was another 700 damage. Phantoon with 1200 HP left. Gameaholic should be fine, but getting a super would be very nice here. So that is another 700 damage. Phantoon should have 500 HP left right now, so Phantoon should be dead this round, unless something goes terribly wrong. Gameaholic doing very, very nice survival strats. Keeping their HP up, not getting hit too much. Not the fastest Phantoon. Oh no! All Gameaholic had to do was hit with two more missiles, or shoot the super, and Phantoon would have been dead. So 2 more missiles should do it, right here. Yep, and there we go. That was 1 or 2 more missiles. And that is that. Huge props to Gameaholic going for those X Factors. Those X Factors are not easy to learn at all. So, Gameaholic definitely going for hard strats. So when we first started the game, the best advice that we got was to always go for the hardest strats. Even if you're only getting them 10% of the time, just always go for the hardest strats, because that way, that's how you get better. And that was the best advice that we got when we started, and it's helped us so much. And so huge props to Gameaholic for following that advice and going for the X Factors despite not managing to land a single one. Unfortunately, it looks like Poppy was a little bit slow getting in there, so is not going to be able to. So Poppy is not going to be able to make it out in time. Always go for the 1 round, Phantoon. Feral, the next time that an enemy has a run, there's Hundo. He can demonstrate 1 round Phantoon, as well as the GT Crystal Flash Clip. So Poppy going for the ship refill, that is very smart. Going for the ship refill does cost some time, but it makes everything significantly safer. And she's going to spark straight up. Unfortunately, she's accidentally saving there. So we believe that she's going to spark across the criteria power bombs. Oh no, Gameaholic did not get these on the way. So the falling ones do 100 damage each, and as you saw there, that's a ton of damage. So Gameaholic has to be very careful here. If they get hit by one of those falling ones, that could be a death. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, that is a death. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Gameaholic is going to continue. So huge props to Gameaholic for continuing despite that death. So Poppy is unequipping Spazer right here. We're surprised that she's unequipping it this early. We think that she definitely could get some use out of continuing to have Spazer equipped. For example, the crab in the beginning of Meridia could be killed in 3 shots rather than 4 with Spazer equipped. And there's no reason to unequip Spazer until Bot Moon. So we think that Poppy would have been Poppy successfully managing to get both of the crumble blocks. It is never over until the dot done. And Gameaholic has a solid 5 hours to try and get there. Gameaholic has 5 hours to get to the end. And look at that, Gameaholic with a 39-35 morph ball. Let's see if Poppy opens the pink door here. Opening the pink door is always something that we like to see, just because it can save you a super later on, which can be really important if you're going for the Crystal Flash between Mother Brain 1 and Mother Brain 2. Let's see if Poppy goes for the Swag Moonfall here. we don't expect her to, but there is a nice moonfall that you can do. It doesn't get you quite all the way into the Edicon pit, but it does save some frames. Let's see if she goes for this moonfall. Nope. Just falling. Poppy successfully not falling down into the Edicon's pit. Gonna pick up her super soon. So one of the neatest little tricks in things like arcade is the ice clip using a frog into using the ice clip of using a frog to clip back up. Definitely not something that you'd ever see anybody doing in an actual run, but in some situations like arcade, you can do that to grab the extra E-tank, which is just a really swag trick. Gameaholic going with the left side climb again. For anybody who's just beginning and wanting to just complete a run, the left side climb is a great way to do that, killing all the pirates on the way up. It's a very, very easy climb, and it's very safe compared to everything else. Poppy deciding not to pay a visit to the Decora, deciding not to free the Decora. Let's see if Poppy decides to lay the powerbomb below. So Poppy is laying the powerbomb below. That means that she's going to try for Mission Impossible. Because if she's not going to try for Mission Impossible, she would have just sparked across the top and save time there. Because if you're not going for Mission Impossible, then you can just easily then the powerbomb that you used to break and dispose bow doubles that. Wow, Poppy is a Mission Impossible setup. Poppy is a Mission Impossible setup. Let's see if she finishes it off. It's going to be amazing if she does. No, just a few frames too early. We're actually wondering now for Mission Impossible, you can just hold the jump button during the fanfare and use the buffered jump to get back up. Let's see how many tries it takes her to do this. Poppy is doing this exactly the way that we normally do this. You kind of pick a spot that looks right and shoot like a dozen supers stuttering right every time until you finally hit one of them. So before that trick was discovered that you can just shoot a super from the right pixel, the way to get early supers was to actually do a crystal flash in the tunnel, which would let you end in a crouched position where you could just shoot a super. Eventually, somebody discovered that you can just lay a super there, and that will let you do it. So we would not be surprised if Poppy decides to go for the super strat here, rather than going for the wave. Oh, she does go for the wave. Having a little bit of difficulty, but we've definitely seen her go for the super strat from the randos in the past. So Gameaholic coming out of this with 5 missiles this time. Very nice. Let's see if Gameaholic can get this mock ball again. Gameaholic with a perfect door transition. That was a perfect door transition into a beautiful mock ball. Perfect door transitions are always really, really, really pretty. Now Poppy with a beautiful, beautiful jump at the end there. Just a second, we are going to see what we can do about getting sound back. Gameaholic going for the Kago Mock Ball, unfortunately does not get it. Meanwhile, we're about to see Poppy going into Meridia. Poppy has a chance to go for a Master Swag Strat, a Stutter 3 at the beginning from the Main Street Missiles. It is a very... Yes, Allison, we have PM Fiesel and asked if we can, if the sound can be switched over to Gameaholics when he gets a chance, and we'll see, yeah, so it's already been requested. And we'll see how long we'll see when Fiesel gets a chance to get around to it. Let's see if Poppy gets this jump. Unfortunately, we don't have sound, so it's difficult to judge. Looks like she does not. Mama Turtle Missiles is a really, really pretty strat. The Mama Turtle Missiles, what you do is you you land on the far left side, and then you on the far left side you just run off the platform, and that puts you in a great position to just grab the missiles. As an alternative, she could just jump over there. She's a little bit out of position right now. And there you go. Beautiful runoff strat. Runoff and spam shot, and usually works. Gameaholic's health is definitely low. We would be concerned if we will be concerned if Gameaholic gets hit by the key hunters in the party zone again, like they did last time. That could be a bit of a problem health-wise. Let's see if Poppy goes for the bomb strat or the power bomb strat for Crab Super Zone. The bomb strat is a little bit faster, just because of the lag of the power bomb. It looks like Poppy's going for the power bomb. That's a perfectly fine strat as well. One of the next really awesome deboosts. Wow, that bomb was very nicely set up for the escape. One of the next awesome deboosts is going to be towards Meridia Beach. She's going to try and deboost off the fish jumping out of the crab hole, and that's just a really, really pretty deboost, just because you're jumping straight into a new room and you get that. Looks like Gameaholic has gotten a 20. Gameaholic's health is fine now. Very good idea of Gameaholic to farm up for health at this point. So one of the alternate routes that they could do is go up the red tower first, grab power bombs, and then go to Kraid's lair, and that will allow you to not have to backtrack into Kraid's lair. It's about the same. Okay, so it looks like we should have sound back in a second for Gameaholic. And there we go. We have the sound of Gameaholic doing a dance of death with Kraid. Let's see if Gameaholic manages to get another Kraid kill. Unfortunately, that first missile was a little bit high, so the timing was off. So our personal favorite strat to go for here is to just jump and spam charged spacer shots. That is a very, very beginner-friendly strat that's easy to pull off. Looks like Gameaholic goes for a more calculated strat. So Poppy is about to enter Bot Wound. Bot Wound is definitely one of the trickier bosses here. She has Charge Beam so that she cannot soft lock here. But we'll see if she manages to get a 1-round. Getting a 1-round Bot Wound is not easy at all. And unfortunately she bonks the door. That's gonna make it a bit harder to set up the X Factor correctly. Wow! Perfect timing on the X Factor. That is very, very good from her. And there we go. Very nice setup. Gameaholic not jumping through the door into the party zone just like last time causes a Key Hunter to fall down there, which is really unfortunate. That's just one of the things that they are going to need to memorize for next time. Poppy missing the mock ball into the beginning of there. Colosseum, just like Cathedral, is one of those beautifully awkward rooms, which leads to very, very interesting strats trying to get through it. And Poppy remembering the precious missiles before Dragon. Yes, he died about 30 minutes in. So one of the things that little details that Poppy just missed is if you actually do a jump while angling down, or just while aiming directly down, you can make the screen scroll a little bit lower, which saves 5 frames in the door transition into Dragon. It's one of those little details that you have to memorize, but which does help your run. Poppy with a beautiful setup for the first X Factor. X Factor definitely off, but the spark was good. Wow, that beautiful spark, perfect timing. And with this dragon should be dead. Unfortunately, Poppy had some run speed, so does not get a blue suit out of this. But ultimately, that's not a huge deal. Let's see if Poppy manages the Womple jump. The Womple jump is the fastest way to the Return Coliseum without a blue suit. And the Womple jump, unfortunately, it looks like she doesn't even have enough run speed to attempt the Womple jump. So one of the little mechanics there is that space jump, when you're out of water, you have to press jump between 20 and 40 frames after the top of your jump. But when you're underwater, you can press jump within 5 to 40 frames. So in a few locations, there's a trick where you get just slightly out of water, dip out of the water, and then you fall back into the water, and which puts you in the 5-frame range, which lets you immediately jump again. And then that mechanic is used in a few places to do your last space jump, second space jump, from as high as possible. Poppy with the amazing Kago into the sandpit. Meanwhile, we have Gameaholic going for their speed booster again. Let's see if Poppy going for a stutter 3 here. Gets it first try. Very smart of her to go for that rather than going for the soft lock through bomber. left sandpit. Another beautiful cargo in the sandpit. Looks like Gameaholic wants to farm it to near full again. Gameaholic heading straight towards the double chamber. That is a room where it's very, very easy to accidentally fall. Spiky Room of Death. Or, no, it wasn't Spiky Room of Death now. It was, Gameaholic picked up, left side missiles in the wreck ship after Fantoon, and got nailed by, took like 300 damage worth in that little place. Yeah, he didn't stop for a second, which is really awesome. Like, that level of persistence is what it's how you get to be a better runner. Never give up, just keep going, keep going. The spiky platforms in the wrecked ship are basically the places where you can die. So while we wait on this beautiful cutscene by Poppy, let's get some emotes out for everybody's favorite digging machine. Leading the way to run validation. And huge props to Gameaholic for just continuing and having the fighting spirit. While we're waiting on this, please go follow these amazing runners. They're putting on a great show. Did Poppy actually kill Shaktool? Poppy making a point of killing Shaktool a second time. Gameaholic going for the super strats again. Gameaholic died in the wreck ship to some of the spiky platforms. Not in the spiky room of death, but the other spiky platforms in the wreck ship. Gameaholic betting on Croc Z again. We're going to guess that Gameaholic is going to find an E-Tank, Grapple Beam, and a Power Bomb, as well as 2 missiles. What does everybody in chat think that Croc is going to hold? Poppy with a beautiful pancake tower. Does not get hit a single time. Croc is going to hold a grudge. So the Kona challenge is where Croc gets all of his grudges out. Kona challenge is where Croc gets all of his grudges out. For those of you who don't know, the Kona challenge, Croc, you go in with you have exactly 1 regular missile pack, and that is all that you're allowed to use. No charge beam, nothing else. Croc is gonna have Spider Ball. So we think that Croc is more likely to hold Long Beam than Spider Ball at this point. One can get through to Pancake Tower without getting hit, yes. Unfortunately, the swaggiest Pancake Tower, the Hadarubi Pancake Tower, does involve getting hit. Gameaholic farming up to full before down here. Before going to grapple. Completely legit decision. Poppy is 3 for 3 on the sandpit Kagos. That is amazing. We are very impressed by that. So one of our favorite things about the Meridia section is that other than when you get aqueduct missiles and supers, the Meridia routing has been unchanged for the last 15 years. In 2004, the Red Scarlet run was using this exact route. Poppy is 3 for 4 now. But the Meridia sandpits have not changed at all in terms of routing. Meridia routing has not changed at all since the 2004 world record, which is just utterly amazing that that the route can be good for so long and can survive so many new techs and everything. So it looks like Poppy is heading straight to Kraid missiles. We'll see whether Poppy remembers to get Kraid missiles before Lower Norfair. Gameaholic with a great Shine Spark out. It looks like one mechanic the Gameaholic is missing is that if you're holding up when you press jump, you will Shine Spark immediately. Versus if you are not holding up, you will have a little. There will be a little bit of delay, so you can hit left or right if you want to Shine Spark horizontally. So whenever you are Shine Sparking up vertically, you want to hit jump and up together, so you can jump it, so you can Shine Spark as quickly as possible with less animation. Let's see how well Poppy does in the speed booster jump out of here. Looks like she's having a little bit of trouble. Or no, that's Gameaholic. Sorry, Gameaholic is going around for this. Falling here is always easy to do. So one of the interesting things is that there's not a farm spot between here and the wreck ship for Gameaholic. So we're gonna have to see how Gameaholic manages health. Can't tell the runners apart anymore, they're actually the same runner. So, one of the things that Gameaholic did last time was to shoot 3 of the 4 Rippers at the top of the red tower with supers. And we would have much preferred that Gameaholic shoots them with kills them with a power bomb instead. Because it's definitely a much cleaner path. And it wastes much less ammo. Poppy successfully gets that without falling. So Phillies, what happened is that Gameaholic died 30 minutes into the run, so huge props to Gameaholic for continuing the run after that. Most people would have just forfeited after that, but Gameaholic is continuing, showing their fighting spirit. And if Poppy gets a 99%, Gameaholic could suddenly find themselves ahead. We don't know why Poppy is farming these supers. She definitely does not need these supers. At this point, she only needs 1 super, and that is for getting into Metal Pirates. And she has Plasma, so she does not need them for Ridley. So we don't know why she's farming there. Yeah, huge props to Gameaholic for continuing to fight. To the best of our knowledge, Poppy has not missed a single item yet. And at this point, it would take Poppy missing an item in order to give Gameaholic a chance to come back. Or a big death. Both of which would be very, very unfortunate. So, Gameaholic here, we would strongly prefer that Gameaholic uses a power bomb to kill the Rippers, rather than using supers, because that would save ammo, conserve ammo a lot. And there we go. Is that too high? That's a little bit too high. That's a little bit too low, we mean. Which means that Gameaholic is gonna have to jump from the lower platform. But that did get 3 of the 4 Rippers out of the way. And the 4th Ripper is out of the way now, so Gameaholic should have a very easy red tower. Very, very nice red tower. So Poppy likes to talk about these 3 holtzes with a low, high, low space jump, so let's see if she manages it. Nope. Poppy is probably going to go for a spring ball here. The space jump is a little bit faster, but the spring ball is way safer. And, like, even very skilled runners just go for the spring ball. Blowing up the platform is not the end of the world with high jump. It looks like Poppy is entering GT from the correct side. Yeah, those are bomb blocks. You can blow them up, you can screw attack them, you can hit them with regular bombs. If you see a task going through that room, what you'll see is a task to a bomb spread at the top to take out those buildings. Or those blocks. Red Tower is incredibly difficult. It's much easier if you kill the Rippers, but without the Rippers killed, it's very difficult. Gameaholic, unfortunately, Gameaholic does not lure all of the side hoppers over, so Gameaholic is going to have to shoot some missiles or uncharged shots to kill those. We believe that they did not hit those at all, which is really unfortunate. And there we go, the hoppers are dead. So, given Gameaholic's ability for Phantoon, we would, we think it would be wise for Gameaholic to take a ship refill, as well as a save, just to be careful not to die to Phantoon. Because based on last time, Gameaholic does not know the positions for Phantoon's eye opens, and so, could take a bunch of deaths, could take a bunch of hits there. So, a ship refill right now would be very smart, but it does not look like Gameaholic is going to go for a ship refill. Looks like Gameaholic is just going to go for... Wow, that's really clever! Opening up her way back there so that, so the platform is not destroyed. Gameaholic charges the spark, but we would guess that Gameaholic looked at their health and decided that their health was not quite where they wanted it to be, and they might even grapple across the ocean as well, just for health conservation. Yep, and there it is, grappling across the ocean. That is a very smart idea. A very, very smart idea, because Gameaholic is definitely going to need this health for Phantoon. Meanwhile, we have Poppy just breezing through Lower Norfair with Screw Attack. This room is another room that's way easier with Screw Attack. And Gameaholic successfully remembering to get left side missiles first, so that they will not die again. smart to kill the cover to get a little bit of extra health. Any little bit of extra health is definitely nice here. So it costs 3 extra seconds to farm both of these, which is well worth it at this point. I would expect the covering to be farmed as well for an extra health. Unfortunately, getting a power bomb rather than a big health. And Poppy making her way down to Ridley. Gameaholic just ran into a little minor detail there. The Ghidorah will not open its eye until you are actually standing. While you're crouching, the Ghidorah will not open its eye. Which caused Gameaholic to pause there for a second, waiting for it to open despite being in a crouched position. So Gameaholic last time did not know the eye open position, but was very, very good about not getting hit too much by the flames. Gameaholic went for all the X factors last time, but only hit 1 particle each time. Let's see if Gameaholic does better this time. Gameaholic was going for the hybrid strat. And that was 3 missiles and an X factor, so 600 damage there. Phantoon has 1900 HP left. That was another 600 damage there. 1300 HP left for Phantoon. Gameaholic getting very lucky to get those out of the way. Gameaholic is doing very, very well. Huge props to Gameaholic for going for the X Factor. That was 1000 damage. Phantoon is definitely within super ring range right now. One of the trademarks of somebody who has a huge amount of potential as a runner is that they go for all the hard tricks initially. And there we go. That's a very dead Phantoon. Poppy having a little bit of trouble in the Wasteland escape, but should get out of here with no trouble whatsoever. Especially with Screw Attack, she can just Screw Attack through everything. Let's see if she goes for the Speedball or if she doesn't. No Speedball here. So everything in Super Metroid is incredibly difficult, and nothing is free at all. So while we continue, make sure you follow both of these amazing runners. Make sure you follow both of these amazing runners. So, we hope that Gameaholic saves before, we hope that Gameaholic saves before the Speculum of Death. Because as the name suggests, that is a place we can very easily die to death. It would be unfortunate for Gameaholic to take a second death in Wreck Chef right now. Oh, Poppy just barely misses that jump. It looked like if Poppy had continued to jump, she could have made it to the second platform, which is always a very nice thing to do. Yes, game did get left direction missiles. And Gameaholic is going to save this time. So, very good decision by Gameaholic. And so far, as far as we could tell, Poppy has collected all of the items. Gameaholic having a little bit of trouble with his Pecky Room of Death, but very smartly saved beforehand. And makes it out without without trigger reserves. That is awesome. That is not an easy room at all. Poppy laying a power bomb. Poppy forgetting briefly that she has screw attack. Oh, just barely missing the swag deboost up. Gameaholic dealing with one of the trollier rooms in the game. Oh, unfortunately falling again. The spikes only deal 8 damage each at the bottom, but the fish will deal about 40 damage, 40 or 40 damage, we believe. So the fish is the much more dangerous one down there. And with this E-tank, they should have no problem whatsoever getting out. Now all they have to do is successfully traverse the reverse spiky room of death, and they should be in a very good position to make it back to the next ship refill. And Gameaholic is going to be making their way to the attic right now. We don't know what strat Gameaholic does. We would not expect to speak attic because that's a very, very advanced strat. We would expect an attempt at a Shine Spark at it, or a Ballistic. And it looks like we have an attempt at, it looks like we're going to see a Shine Spark attic. An attempt at a Shine Spark. That first power bomb was a little bit late. And Gameaholic recognizes it and adjusts properly. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful adjustment. Yes, Gameaholic died about 30 minutes in the wreck ship. So the one thing that we would have liked to see Gameaholic do more is just burn through all those missiles in the attic. In Hundo, especially in an intermediate Hundo run, you're almost always going to be refilling at the ship, which means you can just burn through all your missiles at the robots and in the attic, and you can shoot missiles approximately twice as fast as or approximately 1.5 times as fast as you can shoot beam shots, which means you can shoot back the robots much faster. And especially with this beam versus missiles do twice as much damage as this beam, which just makes it all faster. So an interesting tech right here is we're going to see whether Gameaholic opts to go for the Shine Spark or just the jump. The jump is much harder. Oh, Gameaholic going for the below sky missiles before sky missiles. We hope that Gameaholic remembers sky missiles. That'd be really unfortunate if Gameaholic just forgets. We actually do not know whether robots move based on damage. We know how Croc moves, but we never learned how the robots move. So, if somebody in chat knows how the robots move, we'd be very interested. Gameaholic not going for the attic spark. Wait. Okay, so we missed it. Did Gameaholic go back for sky missiles, or did Gameaholic miss sky missiles? Oh, it looks like Gameaholic just realized that they missed sky missiles because they just tried to get back out. We'll see if Gameaholic goes back for sky missiles immediately. So we think the more interesting question there, Elm, is whether weapons which deal more damage cause the robots to move backwards more. For example, the supers make them move back more than missiles. How much do beam shots make them move back relative to Croc? Does which beams you have equipped affect how much they move back? Okay, no, so every projectile makes the robots move back exactly the same amount. That is very interesting to learn. So Poppy is heading up towards Billy Mays, and right now we can confirm that Poppy has all the missiles, and it's not missed a single missile pack. Which is awesome. We thought that missiles has a 9-frame cooldown, and that you could shoot missiles every 10 frames. We know that for the second missile, you can shoot 8 frames apart instead of 9 frames, with an 8-frame difference instead of 9 frames. But we were under the impression that if you do shoot it, if you do press shot 8 frames later, that it's not actually going to shoot until the full 9 frame. Okay. Does redesign have an 8-frame cooldown? So there's a really interesting mechanic with missiles, where you can actually that makes sense. So that redesign so there's a neat mechanic where you can actually do your second shot. There's actually a 2-frame window to get your second missile as early as possible. But even if you hit it, so you can actually shoot it a frame earlier. But even if you do that, it a frame earlier, you still will not shoot until the full 9-frame cooldown is done. Now Poppy with a beautiful, beautiful spark through this room. Almost a spark. Beautiful spark through this room. So, one of the tricks that Poppy can do to save time is Crystal Flash during the Mother Brain 1 to 2 cutscene to save time from getting the health refill. We would expect her not to go for it just because it's a very, very risky strat and you can die. And especially in a race situation where you are significantly ahead, it just seems unwise to go for such a risky strat. Let's see what strat Poppy goes for the Criteria Super or something. And she goes for the swag strat where she goes for the very swag strat where you angle down and shoot them without stopping. And we believe that the visual cue there is when Samus starts flashing. Okay, so Gameaholic is going for the ship refill. That is very smart. It's definitely faster to skip the ship refill, but skipping the ship refill is also a very advanced strategy once you get out of the wreck ship with very good health. Poppy with her 230 missiles, her dental plan missiles, and with that she has all the missiles in the game. So it's highly likely Poppy has found every item in the game at this point. We are going to be right back for just a second, and while this happens, you can see Poppy refilling at the ship to confirm that she has all the items. Very smart given how far ahead she is. And there you can see Poppy does have all the items. And we are back. Gameaholic going for the wraparound shot. This is not easy to do. This is something that we do not know how to do very well at all. Unfortunately, that was the wrong one. This is the wrong platform. So this is not an easy race to do at all, or an easy trick to do at all. And while this is happening, make sure you follow the runners. They are putting on an amazing show. Yeah, he's definitely in the wrong spot now. Earlier he was in the right spot, but this is not the right spot. He needs to be one of these little hills lower. There we go. There, he got it. He got it. He got it. He got it. So hopefully as soon as Poppy gets past this, she will do the right thing and save the animals. So make sure you follow both of these amazing runners. So as soon as Poppy finishes, the next race is going to be us versus InnoRush, and we have been told, and it will be on this channel. And we have been told that as soon as Poppy finishes, they will cut over to the new race. Poppy going for the blue bomber. Poppy going for swag. Poppy going for all the swag. Blue bomber is not an easy strat at all, so we're not surprised at all that Poppy's having these trouble here. Oh, Gameaholic missed the Wavegate missiles, or the Wavegate E-tank, so it's going back for it. So if Poppy wanted to do this a little bit easier, Poppy would actually do a stutter 4, so that Poppy would have as little speed as possible going into there. And that would make Poppy's blue bomber a little bit easier. But Poppy avoiding this, and we'll see if she decides to save the animals. And we'll see if Poppy wants to join us in voice for a post-game interview. Looks like she has not saved the animals, and Poppy has got done with an official SR in first place with an official SRL race time 1 hour 35 minutes and 2 seconds. GG to Poppy. So let's see if we can get Poppy in chat to join us in voice right now. GG Poppy. We do have time for a post-game interview while setup is being done for our race. And it looks like we have Empress Poppy herself in voice. Let's see if she gets her mic connected and wants to say anything.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Empress Poppy. How does it feel to have your first victory in the tournament?
Feels good. I heard Gameaholic unfortunately took a death at Fantoon, though, so that is very unfortunate, but we do hope he finishes strong.
So, we are currently looking for the race channel for the next race. So, we think we are going to sign off now and let FBS come in here for commentary, and we are going to get set up for a race. So, thank you for the amazing race, Poppy, and thank you for commentating our race. We wish you the best of luck, and here's to hoping for a dab.
And unfortunately, it looks like Gameaholic has indeed dot forfeit, so unfortunately he will not be finishing the race. We do have up next, however, Phrase Spirit versus InnoRush, which ourself and FBS will be commentating, so stick around. It's going to be a blast.